All right, people. Looks like we are live. Let's get back on the road again for the morning commute. And let me know if you're in the chat. Give me a test of yo. Just a wee bit there. You can see the dashboard. Nice. Yep. So we're going to go to the left lane. Yep. Give me a test of yo if you're here. That'd be great. Okay. Maybe the left lane. Notifications since I just was on like 4 hours ago or something. We will see. We shall see. All right. So now we're going at a good pace. Seems to be a little bit of traffic coming up. We're still good for time. This guy in front of me is trucking it. I don't like the fact that he has ladders on top of his vehicle, but you know, hopefully they're secure and strapped down. This is the way. Hear anything in the chat, so I'm just going to try to do.
Lito said, yo.
All right. There we do. With the yo coming in for you. Okay. All right, now we're going to hit all that traffic. Beautiful traffic.
Said, Botrix has correctly joined the channel.
Botrix is in the house. Oh, there's tons of traffic from here. This is why this commute is like more than double the length of its time than when there's not traffic. It's mainly this bit. But it's all good. It's all good. Alright, if you're in the chat, give me a nice hello, nice ohayo gozaimasu, or a nice yo. Yo would be great. And I think I'm just gonna stick to the one lane, unless it's like super gridlock. I think I've just got to be patient and stay in my lane, even though the right lane's not moving right now. It will be. I'm sure it will be. Cause you gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Yes, you gotta have a faith. I gotta have faith. Oh. Yeah, things will pick up. It's all good, and we're gonna be about 10 minutes early, which is exactly where we want to be. Message the passengers, and they seem to be no response yet, but you know, they'll get back to me when they can. When they can. Car is telling me about traffic. my allergy meds. Oh no, I don't have any liquids though. I just drank the last of us.
Said, morning mate.
Morning. How you doing? HT, yo, long time no see. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I gotta take my allergy meds. Maybe just take it without any liquids, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
HT said, what's in your itinerary today?
Yeah.
Smiling face with smiling eyes.
Good question. Let me just take this Allegra here. So this particular tour is Osaka. It's called Osaka Temples and Kofun. So we're going historical with this one. This is the one where people want to see castles, they want to see shrines and temples. And there's this thing in Japan called a kofun. A kofun is basically an old burial mound, kind of like the ancient pyramids of Giza. But it's usually, sometimes back in the day it was stone, but now it's just like a burial mound. You just build someone into a hill, basically, with a mausoleum under it. And some of these are huge. They're usually in the shape of keyholes, but they can be in the shape of different things, and over the centuries they've had their different forms and whatnot. So we're going to go to Osaka Castle first. I got to double check this itinerary because I haven't done this one in a while.
Said, I have been fine. Been missing a lot of Japan streams due to work.
No worries, man. I've been doing a lot of Japan streams due to work. I mean, I've been looking at the cherry blossoms in Kyoto. Also been going down Hanami Koji, which is the place where some areas are banned from tourists and whatnot. So yeah, so it's the opposite. Work is what's. Luckily, I'm able to fit these into doing work, right, and hanging out with you guys. So, and it's working out. But I appreciate you being here, man. Really do. So yeah, I'll have to double check the itinerary, but I believe actually I could do a quick check on my phone real quick. Well, this is like super slow traffic. Give me a second here. I know we start off with Osaka Castle. Let me see.
HT said, sounds fun. BTW, if you don't mind my asking, how did you get into touring grinning face with eyes open?
Good question. So it kind of just, this particular job that I work with for Pinpoint Traveler just came to me, actually. I was, well, can I say this? During the pandemic, I made a big career shift. For the longest time, I was an English teacher, if you don't know, at a very good company and cushy job and schedule, and just doing the 9 to 5, and I was basically on autopilot for most of it. And I loved that job because even though the mechanics of it were similar, each time I would get new students all the time, so that was kept it interesting. And then during the pandemic, about a year in, the company decides to cut off its head with letting go of the most senior staff, me being one of them, and because we were too expensive to keep around, but we're the most experienced and we're giving the company a lot of value. Anyways, it made me think, all right, maybe there's more than just teaching English, and I have other skills and other passions that I can follow and other things I can offer. And I knew at one point the borders would open again, and that tourism would be booming. So I wanted to do my own private tours with a photography focus. While I was setting that up, this job came out of nowhere. An old colleague of mine from the English school days told me, hey, a company's looking for a tour guide. Would you be interested in checking it out? And so I did, and I basically had an on-the-call interview, on the phone interview, and then I went in for basically a trial. I went on a tour and checked it out and see if that's something I would be into, and it was. And I thought, well, you know, I could use the money and at that time, and also it's going to give me experience for my own tours. And I let the guy know that, hey, you know, I'm actually freelance and I do my own tours. I have my own ideas for them. And he's like, that's fine as long as it doesn't, you know, do exactly the same one. I'm just like, okay, there, very good. So it worked out, and yeah, I've been touring ever since last year. I do still want to branch out into my own tours more. I feel like that's more my vibe, and I don't have to work under somebody. And I feel like I can. I feel like there's enough demand there, and people are starting to get to know me even by just word of mouth. And man, yesterday I was walking around, some guy straight up like tried to hire me on the spot. He's like, excuse me, can I have your business card? We're looking for a tour guide, basically. I'm like, okay. And they emailed me last night, and I emailed them back saying, unfortunately, I only have this one day, not in the evening, not the whole day too, that I'm available while they're here. But yeah, so it seems to be a very in-demand job, and I love it. There are so many cool people I meet, and I get to go to these places. Some of them are the same places, of course, but some of them take me to different places too. I might be touring in Hiroshima. I might be doing my own ski snowboard tour in Hokkaido next year, and I do my own geek tours. I do anime tours of Den Town, and I'll probably do a crane game tour soon. So it's like, whoa, there's all these things I can offer and that are uniquely me. And yeah, I love it. So I hope that answers your question. And yeah, I can see myself doing more of this, and maybe even growing the company. I'm so sorry. Growing like my own company in the future with this. But we'll see. But right now I just want to start off with me. Now I've got more experience under my belt. There's still things I have to learn, like the accounting side and marketing side and this and that. But yeah, I'm sure I could, on my own, I'm sure I could kill it, to be completely honest. So that, I think that's more where I'm at. Oh yes, okay, so Shinsekai.
HT said, thanks for the info.
No worries.
I knew about your English teaching job. Didn't know it was cushy. That said, you were let go. Also awesome about the tour guide. Getting higher on the spot is fantastic.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, you know, it was cushy, but it was also, I think it was hitting a ceiling there, and kind of going in the same circles, really, if I thought about it. How can I say, letting go of something stable is very, very scary. Going into the unknown is one of the most nerve-wracking things, and it made me sick to my stomach when I first heard that my job would be compromised. And I was like, oh snap, you know. And I wasn't the only one in there. They let go a lot of people. But in the end, sometimes, not exactly yet, some months I'm making more than I was teaching English, and other months I'm making less. So this is the nature of this type of work. It's feast or famine, I believe. But I have a various amount of skills and talents, and you know, I do more than just this job. In the off season, I guess you could say, I'm still busy. I do remnants of my English teaching, so I have online lessons that I do. I do English camps. Now I teach coding, very basic coding. I'm not a coder or anything, but like coding concepts to kids and upper. So that takes me, like, I'm going to Korea next month. That's with coding. I'm going to Tokyo for a week. That's with coding. I might have this job, another tour job in Tokyo for a week. So these things are giving me more opportunities than I had before. I do voice acting on the side. So every once in a while I'll be on the radio or for like a TV show where they have to dub it in English. That I want to grow too. I want to get into video games.
All the best with your own company in future.
Thank you.
That
HT.
seems like fun.
HT,
Although I wonder how you will find customers. Sorry if it sounds too rude. Pardon me for that smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat.
No.
Sliquidockics.
Yo, Slick
said,
with the kicks.
"What a crap, yo."
There's Osaka Castle on the right, peeking in behind the trees there. I just wanted to show you. Yeah, how will I find customers? Word of mouth is big. I'm getting more regular customers already from that. And then my YouTube can be a funnel for finding customers. I can also advertise on Airbnb.com. I have my own website, and then you just have to push it out through digital marketing and stuff like that. I think social media is huge, so I think that can help out too. So yeah, those are my avenues. And I just know there aren't enough tour guides right now. So here is the flow. I think you now just getting the tops of the trees. You're not really seeing Osaka Castle. But I'll let you see it until we move past this place. No, that's a good question. That's exactly how I need to find customers. And yeah, no, I'm seeing other people like they're advertising their own stuff on their social media, on Instagram. They got their website. You maybe make a few blog posts to get traffic there. But yeah, no, all these little things do help. It's the main thing is like, what do you do during the non-peak seasons? The peak seasons are now sakura season and autumn leaves. And I don't mind taking it easy and going on vacations and traveling the country more. That actually fits my bill very well. But yeah, it's busy. Yo, Slick with the kicks, what's up?
HT said, "Well, Korea and Tokyo, that's for touring. Yes, word of mouth and YouTube is fantastic. YouTube can be huge if you play it properly by doing demo tours and also help tourists with hotel and other deals."
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the tour planning thing can be huge. I already know another channel. They're based in Tokyo and they're killing it with the tour planning. I'm sure I can do tour planning. I just need a little bit more experience in the Tokyo area, but I got Kansai locked down. Like I know exactly what to do here. And then there's a few other tours that I can do. A lot of people want to do the hiking tours, like in Magome and Nakasendo and where's the other one? What is it called? It's the one that goes to Nachi Falls. I don't know, my mind's going blank. I forgot. Why is it not coming to me? Something Kaido. The name's not coming to me for some reason, but it's a beautiful 3 or 4 day hike that leads you into Nachi Falls in Wakayama. Kuma no Kodo. That's it. The Kuma no Kodo. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunity, to be quite honest. Sometimes people just want a driver too, but yeah, I can do a lot of things. So, and then sometimes people really want a good photographer, and so I could do even just the photography. I'm sure I can kill that, and I could focus more on that in the off season as well, because people come all the time.
"Maybe you can hire me when you open your touring company. Although I don't know Japanese, I am pretty passionate face with tears of joy."
Maybe. I will say this though, Japanese is going to be essential, because you're gonna have to talk to like staff and this and that, and if I don't know if you can drive, but I do food tours as well. So that Japanese becomes way more essential there, because you're talking to staff, you're reading menus and things. So, but yeah, we can talk. Are you based in Japan, by the way? I don't know. I'm thinking of a one person operation at first and see if that's viable. Once that's stable, then I can start expanding. But yeah, no, it could be interesting. So maybe we need to get you working on your Japanese now with me. Teach you some here and there. Yeah, no, you definitely, to be a tour guide here, to be honestly a tour guide that's going to give
HT
good value,
said,
it's going to be.
"Have you ever come across VSD tourists? How do you handle the rude ones?
What did you say? VST tourist? Hold on. Oh, feisty tourist. Feisty tourist. The what do you call it? The feisty tourists for me are one, the know-it-alls. And that's basically when I'm saying, okay, today we're gonna talk about religion. Does anyone know the two ancient religions? And they're like, Shinto and Buddhism, you know, and just like, okay. So I kind of joke and I say, all right, you're gonna be my tour assistant, or okay. If they get really feisty, I say, all right, would you want? Okay, let's switch places. You come up here, and I'll listen, you know. And that usually shuts them up, to be honest. So I'm just thinking, if you're on a tour, why the hell? If you're on the tour, if you're a know-it-all, you know, why do you even need me? So that's the main one that kind of irks most tour guides, but it's okay. I kind of joke about it and bite my lip. And let's see, what's the other one? Haven't had too many weird ones than that. I mean, there's always some weird things that happen. So for example, I would get some tourists who are like totally drunk, or they're late and they can't,
So,
you know, they're all over
said,
the place.
Oh no, am I a know-it-all?
No, you're not a know-it-all, Peso. You're not. You can be a know-it-all, but
Pull up, let's go.
you know.
Said, good morning.
Good morning, buckle up. Good morning. You can be a know-it-all, but be sensitive to the others in the group, right? Because like not everybody knows it, and I'm talking about the people who are basically kind of ruining it a little, ruining the discovery by being a know-it-all in front of everybody. That's what I'm talking about. You're not a know-it-all, Peso. It's not about that. No, I've had people who are like completely drunk and can't find the meeting point because maybe they were alcoholic, or just some weird stuff. Just the outliers. There's this one Mexican couple, and he was like, drinks for everybody. This is for a food tour. He bought a round of drinks thinking he could pay by credit card, and then he pulls out the credit card and it's like cash only. It's like, oh shoot. And so like another couple covered the bill, and at the end of the tour he was like, okay everybody, let's go back to my hotel. And everybody's like, no man, we're not going to your hotel. It was just weird. You gotta read the air and read the vibe, and that was a weird one. That was weird. Peso, you're fine, man. You're awesome, dude. Don't worry. Yeah. Slick with the kicks, how you doing, man? Long time no see. So yeah, HT, I mean, if your personality is huge.
Pull up, let's go.
Being
Said, dude, did you even sleep? HT.
I slept about
Said,
3 hours, I think.
I think so. I could be at a know-it-all, but I limit my twatness by being quiet. By the way, would asking questions in a tour make me rude?
No, asking questions is totally fine. I think that's part of it, right? People want to know more, and if they're curious, and I tell them up front, like, there's so much of Japan to know. I can't know it all, you know. And so I say I'll do my best to answer your questions, but I can't possibly know everything. So please understand that, you know. And I'm honestly, I'll say sorry, I don't know. Like, so when people say, you know, how much do the geisha make? I'm just like, sorry, I don't know. I'm not privy to that information. It's not really publicly announced. Or like, I can give my thoughts and opinions about things, and I'll say, well, according to what I've heard in my 20 years here, you know, old geisha can retire, or they become the mama-san or something like that. But a lot of that I don't know. Even if I do research, I don't know if it's publicly out there. But you know, sometimes you do have to say something, I guess. But you don't want to bullshit, basically. I try to do as much research as I can, but there's just a lot to know, and you have to.
MZ silent.
Yo,
Said,
Ramsey's
smash
silent.
the thumbs up
What's
sign.
Up?
Help hack the algorithm. It helps so much more than most know.
Yes.
Best free way to help.
Yes, you're correct. You are correct. Yeah, guys, smash that like button. If you're watching on the replay, hit leave a comment. That'd be great. But storytelling, being personable. Once you get the mechanics of tour guiding, like where to go, timing, what to say when, the customer service is huge, right? Like often I'm in contact with admin staff about problems or someone not showing up, so there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes, more than just the tour guiding itself, that I had to learn on the job. But also, if you have, what do we call it, transferable skills from other work, that helps a lot. I'm going to go to the left now. So I feel like I do have a lot of transferable skills from my job as a poker dealer or a casino dealer. Yeah, a lot of transferable skills there. Honestly, like, I know how to teach things. I know how to be entertaining. I know how to think about security and leading people, and then that I got a lot of skills from being an English teacher. Leading a classroom, presenting things in a interesting
BTW
way.
Geisha get paid per hour. Popular one makes more than the regular ones. Just a tidbit I know.
Yeah, exactly. And a tidbit I heard too from a customer that actually interviewed geishas during their experience with them was some of them get, for private bookings, $1,000 US for half an hour, right? So that's kind of cray. Yeah, but again, I never asked them directly. Again, this is what I heard, so that's all I can say, really. Okay, this guy lets me in.
MZ Silent said, "This is a fully private geisha meeting in a traditional room where the geisha dances for you and also performs tea ceremony for you. The private meeting cost ranges between $400, approximately $1,000 per person based." Ramsey Silent said, "On what you eat and drink. Private geisha tea ceremony costs around $300 per person."
Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, you can look a lot of these things up for sure. Like I don't know. I can't vouch for any of them myself. So, but yeah, just going from what I heard from an actual customer, so I would trust that. Hold on, how are we doing? 16. Okay, I think we're okay. Just gotta keep going straight. But yeah, and prices may vary. Like, and I heard like sometimes you can't even. There are so many different ways to book a geisha, but the private ones, I think you need to be vouched for and have a connection, have an in, basically. But there are other ways to see them too, right? Sometimes I think Nathan on his channel had a video of a restaurant where they would come to on the regular. You can I think book lunch there, and then you would see a free show and stuff like that. So there's tons of different ways. I've heard of exchange students being able to see one. Sometimes on a cruise boat, you'll have a few Maiko do their performance. So they're here, there, and everywhere in some weird ways. So, but yeah, but then there's the full-on geisha shows that you can see at the different times there in Hanamikoji at their stage. So you can just pay for a ticket to watch them too.
If you have a tour and you are violently ill, what happens to the guide session?
Oh, you mean if the guide is sick? Is that what you meant? Or if the customer is sick? So if the guide is sick, which I've had to cancel, I've just only canceled once. I got coronavirus last year, and I was out for like 5 days or something. I just let my boss know, and he had to cover it somehow. I had to cancel, and what can you do, right? That's why having other guides in a company are good to help cover. but during the peak season, it's hard, or sometimes the boss themselves will cover if they're available. The boss is sometimes, often out there during the tours, because that's what, that's usually how they started the company, as the sole tour guide. So yeah, but if a customer is suddenly sick, there's usually a cancellation policy, and the cancellation policy for most tour companies is 24 hours before. So you can cancel up to 24 hours before, I think for free for most. I know for this company, but after that, yeah, I think it's 100% no refund. And I think our company anyways will try to be empathetic, and let's make sure I'm on the right. Yeah, 16. Okay, sorry guys, I just gotta make sure I'm on the right path here. Gotta get to the left lane. Yep, we're good. Yay, we've basically covered that traffic.
Said, if you don't mind my asking, how is the payment structure for you? Is it hourly or per guide?
It's kind of complicated, and I don't want to give you detailed info because I don't know what other companies charge, and I think it would be a disservice. But it's basically each guide gets paid in this company an hourly rate, and it depends on usually on the tour on how many people there are in a tour. Because some tours are group tours, so individuals will book, and then the price of the tour is based on how many people. The price of what the company charges is dependent on how many people there are. So for example, a food tour, right? You gotta account for how many people are eating, and so you charge according for that. And it's the same with a walking tour. But a car tour, because you're in a vehicle, for the most part, I think it's a flat rate for a private vehicle. I don't think there are public vehicles. There aren't group vehicle tours. So, but it's all calculated after having said all of that on an hourly rate. Those custom tours are more expensive, so yeah, just because they're custom or they're usually private. Maybe go to certain places that aren't on the map, or we'll charge for if you want special pickup from a location, drop off to a location, all that kind of stuff. So there's variances, but in order to pay a guide, they have to have some sort of standard, so it's basically an hourly rate.
Said, your signal was dropped for a long time.
Yeah, we probably went to a time jump. There are dead spots on the highway sometimes, but luckily with the Osmo Pocket, which I'm using right now, we're able to reconnect to the stream. So you probably experienced a bit of a time jump. I hope you got my answer, but basically it's an hourly rate.
Said, but thanks for your answer. I assume private tours are expensive.
Yep, private tours are more expensive for sure. Private and custom tours. Yeah, and some companies charge a lot. The company I work for is actually they're one of the more, I think maybe the most reasonable one too. So we do get a lot of bookings, and yeah, if you want to see their tours that they do, just go to pinpointtraveler.com. I'll be getting up my own website at a certain point and doing something similar but different as well, so you can get an idea of how much they charge. And like I said, that's cheap for tours in Japan. Because yeah, you can go on Airbnb and other tour websites and they'll charge even more than that. So, yep.
HT said, I saw one guy and only in Japan who gives tour smiling face with smiling eyes.
You saw one guy, what was that? In only in Japan? You saw one guy in only in Japan who gives tours. Only in Japan? You mean the channel Only in Japan? Like with Jim Dobb? Is that what you meant? Only in Japan? Or is that a website? I'm not sure.
HT said, just check the website of your company. Looks cool.
Yeah, it's not my company. Just to let you know, I don't own it. I'm a freelance worker for that company, and yeah, no, they're really, really popular and they advertise a lot. So, yeah, during the peak seasons, like I said, I'm not touring every day, but almost every day during this peak season. I have my other work that I'm doing, and I am doing like a 44 or 45 day in a row stint. So yeah, that's kind of cray. And I'm appreciative. I really appreciate the work and the experience I've gotten from this company. So don't get me wrong when I say I want to do my own
yes,
tours.
the channel with John Dobb. There was a new video featuring a local tour guide.
Yeah, they do that. They did a lot. They'll sometimes feature tour guides in different channels.
The Shinjuku video.
I think most of the tours in Tokyo, like in the downtown core of Tokyo itself, are going to be walking tours. Whereas here in Kansai, there's a lot more driving tours. Things are more spread out. We also cater to people coming on tour boats, on cruise ships. So yeah, it's a bit of a different. We can get a different clientele. I think.
31 day became 45.
Yeah, it became 45. I went and double checked, and I had to put in work where there wasn't work. It would have still been like roughly 45 days with maybe 1 or 2 days off in the middle there, but it's go, man. I think I'm going all the way till Golden Week. It's crazy.
Said, sorry, I am not aware of the 44-day sprint smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat.
Oh yeah, no worries. Like I said, this is the peak time, and I got thrown into this last year. I had no idea that was going to be this crazy. Like, I'm working 16-hour days sometimes, dude. I got home at 3:30 in the morning yesterday. Got some sleep. I had to drive the car back and home, and I was getting drowsy, and I just needed to park somewhere and sleep. So if you want to see the last night's stream, I actually streamed me sleeping in the car. You're getting a little more of a little bit of Japan. The camera was like in a weird angle. I've learned how to make parts of this seats into more of like a flat bed, and it was actually a very good sleep. I think I slept for about an hour and a bit. But yeah, you know, sometimes I'm not getting much sleep, and it's expected, and it's just, it sucks, but it's the job. So yeah, I'm working hard, man. I'm busting my butt. But you know, during this peak month, it really helps me sustain me for the rest of the year. So I'm very, very appreciative of this work. Do not get me wrong. I'm gonna stop here. Let me let this guy go. I think I'm gonna stop by a convenience store real quick and just get a quick drink and reset the car for the week tour.
Said, this is peak season, so you are full.
Yep, that's right. The next peak season will be, I'll have to do this with 2 hands. The next peak season will be the autumn leaves. That'll be in November here in this area. And yeah, so it's basically sakura season, and November We get a little bit of tourists coming in at the end of the year, but not that many. Oh, I gotta eat this onigiri. I can do it at that time. Nice salmon.
Chief said, would it be rude or illegal to ask which English teaching company you previously worked for?
Not at all. It's not illegal at all. I worked for Berlitz for a long, long time. Yeah, HG, if you're interested in coming to Japan somehow, let me know. I do like to help other people out if they have questions and stuff, because I have 20 years of experience living here, and I got here myself. But I can share with you what I know. Yeah. I'm just gonna check my. Okay, didn't get any response on WhatsApp yet, so.
HT said, thanks. How do I contact you privately? Of course,
Yep.
I wouldn't be taking much of your time.
Oh, no worries, man. I love to help. You can contact me. I think most of my, like, Discord's good if you have Discord. You can get me there. I'm on Instagram, and also just my regular email. Everything's at alitobitofjapan. alitobitofjapan@gmail.com. That's my email address. You can contact me there and just let me know your YouTube name, HT, and let me know. That's probably a good way. Or if you have Discord, I'm not able to check Discord if I don't get the notifications for some reason. But that's also a good way. Or Instagram, any of those, whatever helps you out. But email would be good, because in the future I might start sending out newsletters related to Japan stuff in my channel.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah, that'd be good, man.
Said, hi Lito and crew.
Hey, believe in yourself. What's up? Good morning. You're just getting the last bit of the morning commute. I'm here at Temples on picking up some customers.
HT
Thanks for being
said,
here, man.
email is best.
Send me an email. Let me know your YouTube handle, HT, and yeah, man, we'll be in touch. Do you understand that I'm crazy busy right now? So if I don't get back to you right away, that's why. I'm working it. I'm working it. So yeah, just please understand that much.
Pull up, let's go. Said, https://www.instagram.com/alitobitofjapan
Hey,
equals
thank you for that.
MWZSNTZIO2CXQ1B8
Thank
equals
you.
equals. HT said, I guess I am that annoying viewer today asking so many questions.
No, man, you're fine. This is good, dude. You're engaging with me. You're asking things that I can help you with. This is awesome. Do not feel bad about that at all. You're the best. And other people probably have similar questions too, and they're curious. So you're helping everybody out, man. No worries. Okay, I'm just gonna pop in at 7-Eleven real quick. Get rid of my rubbish, get a new drink, and then yeah, maybe get 2 drinks, get a coffee, and that reset the car, and then we're good. You guys can come into 7-Eleven with me for a quick Sev run. Look at this this beautiful piece of onigiri. Onigiri, that's salmon, baby. Oh yeah, salmon.
HT said, that's alright. I get it, you're busy grinning face with eyes open.
Yeah, I'll do my best. It's just sometimes right now I don't have a lot of like downtime. Last night before coming home, that's when I had a little bit of time to do emails and admin and all that stuff. So yeah, just understand that. That's all. Cool. We're gonna do a very quick Sev run. Let's get rid of this stuff. Only take a minute, and I'm still here early enough-ish. Okay, we're gonna go off the TTS for a second. I'm just put you guys here in my pocket. Cool. Oh, get rid of that. Oh. I wanna do that. Gonna get Uncle Roger orange. And I'll get a hot drink. Where are the hot drinks? I don't see the hot drinks. Oh, they're there. They're there in this thingy over here. It's so hot. I'll get the one in the metal. Oh, that's hot. Hey, お願いします。
はい、いいです。はい、どうぞ。ありがとうございます。
はい。ペイペイでお願いします。はい。
レシートをお受け取りくださ。
はいい、どうも。
はい、ありがとうございます。
ごめんなさい。
ラージサイズで、はい。
Yo. All right, that was the Sev run. We're going to put this in the car and reset the
Set.
streamer. Oh,
Hiya TV waving hand sign. Hey, believe waving hand
yo,
sign.
what's up? How are we looking for time? Yeah, we're good for time. Yo, guys, how was that? You like that little Sev run there? Let me just get back in the chat. Hiya TV. TB in the house. Yo, can we get some pretzels from my man TB, or a girl if you're a girl. HT, if you're a fan of puns, feel free to share some. Guys, I'm gonna actually have to get going because I need to reset the car.
Pull up. Let's
What did you
go.
know?
Said Lito, after some time now, are you happy with the G Pocket 3?
I'm very happy with the G Pocket 3, my G. Very happy. You're talking about the Osmo Pocket 3? I'm very DJI Pocket 3, very happy with it as a live streaming device, and I'm just recording stuff in general. It's really good. Yeah.
Said waving hand sign,
Yo,
light
yo,
skin
TV
tone,
in the
waving
house.
hand sign, light skin tone.
So guys, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna reset the car and I'm gonna have a good tour today. So thank you so much for being here. Maybe we'll see you maybe on the drive home because I have to return the car to the office. So okay.
HT.
See you
Said
soon, and we'll
Lito,
have a
one
good
more
one.
question. How do you use Pocket for live stream?
That
Would really appreciate if you could do a setup video.
a lot of people are asking that. We'll
Pull
have to
up.
do
Let's
that.
go.
I have to do that on
Said,
the back burner, okay?
Ciao,
But-
Lito, and
yeah.
all.
All right.
HT. Said
You want
also the DT.
to able to answer now? We'll do that in another live stream. I'll have to do it in a video. Yeah, people are requesting that, so get on that.